Hi, I'm Jewel.
And I'm Noni.
And this is the Soundgal Pod.
Welcome to another fresh reaction episode.
Yeah.
And today, it's good to have you. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is that you're watching and listening to us. Thank you so much for your love and support that you've been showing us this far.
Yeah.
Thank you for buying your games at
Game Nights
254. You guys have showed us so much love and we really, really appreciate. Keep buying, keep bonding, keep having fun. And so today we are reacting to another video where we listen together with you, and then we share our thoughts and what we feel about that.
The conversation.
So today Jewel woke up and said, you know what, we're going to talk about relationships and dating. And I'm like, I'm in a season of my life where I'm focused, where heaven is the goal. So these worldly things,
they're not yours.
They're not mine. So, but you see, in every friendship you have to compromise. So I said, okay, I will take the, I will bite the bullet. Whatever. I'll do it. I'll do for the sake of our friendship, because she's my dear friend. I will do it. So let's guys, see ati nikupenda kwangu. You know I'm always very deep, and I don't.
You don't do dating?
I don't do surface conversations. I just feel like dating such a surface conversation.
So are you dating then if it's a surface conversation?
Story for
another day.
Yes. Watch. Stick with us till the end of the season. You will see.
You want to be called a false prophet.
No, you will see. By the end of the season, we'll tell you.
Anyway. Okay, so
this is the video. Let's watch it
together.
The more you date, the worse you become at having a committed relationship. You're not training yourself to date. You're training yourself to break up and be okay with breaking up. So your system is continually enforced with, I can end this. I will have another option. And that's the crazy part about dating.
Again.
So, in short, anasema kudate kwingi ndio kuvunjwa kwa roho kwingi. Yes. So the more you keep on staying in the dating space, the more you're likely to get your heart broken often. And then, like there's another
there's another. Yeah, so you're not dating to commit. You're dating to find the next option.
Just find another option. Actually, the first time I had listened to this video, this is how I understood it. I thought he was saying like the longer you stay in the dating phase of your relationship, the more you're likely to break up. So I was like, looking at myself, I'm like, if I'm to date, I'd want to take a few, like quite a good amount of time in understanding this person. Of course, I will not fully understand them, but I would like to really take my sweet time in dating before we progress into a relationship. But now when we were listening to it, I think you shared and said, no, I think he means, now which I think is what he's talking about, that the more you date as many people as possible, the more you are exposing yourself to the reality of getting your heart broken so many times.
And you can always have an option.
Yes.
So so let me ask you, so before you get deeper.
Me?
Yeah, because me, I'm already out of that space. So
you're asking me. I was just saying what I think this guy is meaning.
No. And I'm saying now, so would you want to date many times then?
No. I wouldn't.
Have you dated many guys?
No.
So you want to date, commit, done.
Yeah, like me, I just feel like it's even a lot. Like when the nikianza kufikiria there's talking stage, there's like the other day I was telling God, I can't just do you, and I find myself in marriage. Like I think because I'm really not, like relationships have not been.
But why would you want to jump that dating phase? It's the
like this is
like why would you want to jump it?
I don't want to jump it. It's great. It's nice and it's awesome. I'd want to really experience. I'm looking forward to it. It's just that every time I normally, or like a few times I've thought about it, I'm like, hey, kazi inakaa kuwa mingi. Hatuwezi fanya tu teleporting to.
But no, nasema
it's the way, for example, right now, let's say you are in the toddler phase with your children and you're like, hey, these people are really causing me sleepless nights. Hatuwezi fanya tu wakue 18 years old.
I don't want them to be 18. Sincerely, it's because if you jump a stage,
and I agree. It's like I was just saying it like on a light, like I'm we see deep, so that deep.
It seems like you normally have deep conversations, so these are the deep ones. Yeah, but I think what he's trying to mean is, yani, you having many people doesn't make you.
Not good.
Not even it's not good. It doesn't make you want to commit.
Yes,
Yes. You'll find nimeachana na Jonah next
kesho kuna
the C's wanasemanga there are many
The
fish.
sea has a lot of fish.
Yeah. So I think that's what he's trying to say. So you're trying to you're not forming commitment, you're forming options. You can have many options.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I think I
What do
wouldn't
you
jump
think
there.
gets people into that nini? Every time they're dating and doesn't keep working out. What do you think is like a consistent factor
That makes people
yeah,
not
like they're just jumping from one relationship to the other to the other to the other.
all right.
Your doctor. I remember the first time
Jiren
wanted to open a YouTube channel. It was
don't
supposed to be
speak-
called. No, like I know you're very vocal about love.
Okay.
So we really look up to
It was
you.
called Love with Miss N. I mean, called Love with what? Something.
Yes,
something.
yes, something. Yeah. If it was try. Okay, yeah.
It was something.
What
Or
do you
transform
think?
minutes with Miss N.
Yes. What do you think makes people
I don't know.
in a
Like,
repetitive?
I didn't date many people, so I think that's why for me I date to commit. Like, I was already getting married to the person in high school.
Like ulikuwa unajua,
like
ulikuwa unamwambia, my brother, are you coming into this for marriage or not?
because like
Is
even
it for
his
fun
family,
times? Get out.
like I knew his family, like we used to go out for events with them. So so me sijui mtu atatoka kujua. Maybe unmet expectations, I don't know.
Like, yeah, do you think it's people having such high expectations of other people, so they feel like every time they're not being met? Ama, is it also? I also feel like today we live in a world where people are maybe not. I'm not saying let us tolerate everything and anything, but we're not graceful enough or patient enough to tolerate people. So like everything is like almost a red flag. You know,
But
the
I
way
think
red flags nowadays, it's
but I
if he's
think-
not doing this, red flag.
Yeah.
If he's not doing this,
But I think
red
it's
flag.
also outside here we've been given a certain way a man or a woman should be like. So if he doesn't drive them,
yeah,
that's not a man.
We've been fed with such lies.
Yeah.
So they make us see, number one, like everything is a red flag, and number two, we don't tolerate people because nobody's ever going to be perfect. So we don't tolerate people
Yeah.
maybe in a certain season
Yeah.
that they're in, or maybe like a small fault that they have that you can easily work on as time goes by, and you can be intentional with them. So everything now becomes like, hey, he's like this, like this. He's like that.
Yeah. Actually, I was telling someone the other day, you don't find a perfect person. You create that perfect man for you or the perfect woman for you. So, for example, if I find, or you find, okay, now me, I'm if you find...
It's a hypothetical situation. Husband to Jew and wherever you are. We are not saying this is real. We're just making situation.
If you find, like, for example, there's what? Maybe you don't like what? Okay, let me use my example. So, like, Jonathan struggled with patience, but I kept showing him how the benefits of patience. Now he can wait for me. So we didn't start with patience, but at least on the bare minimum,
building that.
we build up that. Now I'm seeing, even with the children, I'm able to tell, oh, okay. So you can actually sit there and watch the, like that's not the one I knew. So you see, I not formed, but I helped to grow that thing.
Yes.
So yeah, you don't get a perfect person. You create the one you want. Like you keep moving with them until the end. So yeah.
In agreement.
So I think we did. Should we date less then? Or date for marriage? Or
Yeah, I mean, I believe
you
in
date for marriage?
Yeah, if you can't date for marriage. But I think there's also the... if I should say this. But there should be... I think dating is just a space to get to know people.
Yeah, absolutely.
So... And to discover them and to just... I mean, you could be in a dating period and then maybe that thing doesn't work out for you, but you become like this.
Good friends.
Yeah, good friends. Or they become a good client for you.
Are you trying to say something we're not?
No, like I just see, like sometimes this, I think also I don't want to say that we take dating a bit too seriously. It should be taken seriously, but I think it's also a pull to just get to meet new people. It doesn't work out, okay, sorry. If it works out, great, plus, thank you very much. But even for those that it doesn't work out, they could have been coming maybe in different ways into our lives, that, well, dating had to just be the avenue.
The avenue for it.
Yes.
But then, so do we agree or disagree with his statement? Do you agree or disagree?
I agree. Yes, there's a possibility that you can fail to commit if you're just moving or jumping from one relationship to the other. Yes, I think I agree.
Okay.
But what I don't, but what I
add or what?
No. What I don't agree on is that assuming this is how, maybe this is the intention of his message, that the longer you date, like you and the same person, the longer you date, the more maybe you're less likely to commit. Do you think at first that's a truth?
Abu slow down because ni kama sielewi.
So you and, let's say, Jonathan, let's say you took 10 years to date. Do you think that makes you guys, does it say that you guys will be more committed or less committed to each other? So are you for like date for lesser years? The shorter you date, the better, or the longer you date, the worse?
Let's pass that question. Because I really don't think there's a time whether
frame.
I don't really think there's a time frame per se.
Because I hear that people who are very stamped, like dating, 6 months, do this and you're done and you get married.
I don't think there's a time frame personally. Whether 10, 5. I think there's no really time frame for me, in my opinion. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just marry when you're when you feel
When you're ready.
Yeah, when you're ready. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you wouldn't agree, so you're saying you wouldn't agree if the longer you stay?
Yeah, I'm also like me. I prefer taking my sweet time.
Oh.
Take my sweet time.
So sweet time is how many years?
I don't know. Is it so bad?
Let's close this episode.
Now you see.
Now.
That's what I was trying to get at. That is what I was trying to get at. Yeah. I think it's a good enough time. Me, because I really get scared of people when I hear people talk about they give their stories.
But those their stories.
Yes,
not yours.
And I get scared. I'm like, we met in April and by October we were married. I'm like, hold up, how?
Yeah, that can work.
And it does. And I'm like, props to you, claps. I applaud you. Like, but how do you rush like that?
But 4 years.
Ashakama, yes, we know this is God has said yes. I'm like, let's take our time.
But not 4 years.
Let's take our time. How long did you take?
Wachana sisi a special breed.
That is what I was trying to
you know
get
why
at.
I was like that. You do know why I was like that. But if I was asked, I wouldn't have done that long.
You would have taken a shorter time.
Yeah. That was too long. That was too long.
All right.
Yeah.
So me, I prefer to take my
time.
Please let me not be crucified.
So you think the more you stay, the more you'll be more committed to marriage?
I think it would be easy for me to transit into marriage. Like I'd be more, okay, I'm ready. Okay, let's do this. Me, if it's rushed, I think I'll get there with so much fear and I'll be so scared. So, and like, I think I just want to I want to know that this is.
Then you give us a soft landing.
Yeah, soft launch.
Cheki.
I'm missing to a soft. Me now, party hard launch. See, I don't.
I've known you for 9 years.
Soft launch. Ni mimi niwapostia tu pinky. Niwapostia kakap tu. Ati tuna drive tu na niwapostia tu na hapana. Tutapostia 2 times. Engagement na wedding kwisha. Story imeishia hapo.
Anyway, okay, that was an interesting one. Sawa. I think we can end it there.
Let us know what you think. Yes.
Yeah. All right, until the next time.
Bye. Cameraman, please stay silent. Hold your peace until